family of light and the Light Institute welcome each and all of you to this time of knowings and invite you to bring forward the questions of your hearts so that in our conversations we can uplift ourselves and all the others who have the same inner conversations. So very informal, please just speak whatever you'd like to.
Well, I'm really interested in how you talk about Galisteo being a place where the land makes the sky and that interaction. Can you elaborate?
Yes, oh, I would love to. First of all, let's talk about this basin. It's a basin that was formed, of course, originally it was an inland sea, and it was formed by a meteorite that hit Valle Grande in New Mexico and spewed all this lava rock, which creates these hogbacks that define the valley of Galisteo. And in so doing, it created a magical, really, vortex of energy that allows energy to come up from the earth and down from the sky. And for thousands, literally thousands of years, the Native Americans have been attracted into this Galisteo basin and have placed petroglyphs along the rock faces always to the south, telling the stories. And the stories that I love are the stories about the galactics. There are many stars and snakes and beings. And so they have always said that this is a sacred place, and they said that this is where they came to connect with their sky brothers. Now, when the Challenger flew over the Earth, it marked the Galisteo Basin as having the least amount of atmospheric pressure on the planet. And so it truly is a place where the sky comes and meets the Earth, and the Earth meets the sky. I had a wonderful magical experience here. When I first moved here, I've lived here for 42 years, and I had been here 6 years, and I was going back to Latin America, and I was saying goodbye, and I was down at the river, and I was sitting in meditation, and all of a sudden I heard this going on, and I tuned into this level, and very close to me, only about 10 feet away, was a mother coyote and 2 cubs, and she was talking to her cubs. And then, as I was listening to that, all of a sudden there was this consciousness that spoke to me and said, "As deep as you can go, so shall we take you." And for the first time in my life, I knew that I was not finished with Galisteo. Usually I would go someplace for 2 years and I was off to the next place. I knew that it might take a lifetime or many lifetimes to penetrate all of the history that's here. And so people feel that when they come to Galisteo. I placed the Light Institute here because of these energies, but also because of the wind. Because if you just stand outside and the wind blows on you, it does most of the work of clearing your energy, inspiring you, lifting you up, awakening you. And you can't sleep through this place. Or if you sleep, your dreams will be unusual. So I remember once a story in a Native American book, and it said, "Only earth and sky last forever." And I feel that way about this ancient, ancient place. 500 feet down here we have brackish water. We have the residues of the inland sea. And so there's of course, salt water, like our blood, creates an electrical energy. And so that's part of what happens in Galisteo. There is a charge. There's a lot of electricity. In fact, in Galisteo, not only do we have sometimes triple rainbows, and we've had 2 perfect double rainbows this year already. But we also have pink, green, blue, and white lightning. And it's pretty amazing when you see lightning that has a color. And so again, I feel that's this charge that exists in this basin. And so anywhere that you sit here, it may not be the most beautiful land in the world, but if you sit, it will speak to you. And what is the purpose of these magical listenings? To remind yourself that you are the magic, to remind yourself that you can be healthy, that you can expand your consciousness beyond what the humdrum of our daily lives, and be taken care of in it. So it doesn't necessitate your belief. It doesn't necessitate any hocus pocus. You don't have to do a ritual or anything else. You can just say, Galisteo. And Galisteo will speak back to you and support you. Because we humans need to realize that we are part of nature, the earth and the sky. And it's very interesting because, of course, our sky here, as it comes down to the earth, is filled with energies and beings and critters, and they've been photographed. And so again, we are not alone in this dimension, in any dimension. And the purpose of this awareness is to support our lives in ways that we had not thought of yet. So thank you. I could go on. 1,000 stories, 1,000 stories.
Well, I think I saw something here too. Yeah, it's wonderful.
I'm sure,
Yeah, that's
I'm
beautiful.
sure you have. You belong here.
Straight up.
Straight up. Straight up, and that's the way it is around Galisteo,
Just lay
absolutely.
on your back and look up.
We've had so many magical things happen here. People come from all over the world for our intensives, and this last summer, or I think it was the summer before, there was a group that said, oh, we've heard about the UFOs and things here, we wish we could see them. And as we were having our fire walk, that big hill over there called Cerro Perón, or we call it the Wave, these, I don't know, 42, 50 dancing lights started spinning around and spinning around, and they kept going up and dancing and disappearing and coming back. There was no way it could have been anything man-made. And I was so happy for them, you know, because it excited them. And whatever excites you, whatever magic you allow in your life, even if it's a four-legged, you know, or whatever it is, it brings a renewal of a sense of purpose and capacity into our lives. But it was so beautiful. These dancing lights spinning and spinning around that mountain. We had to stop the firewalk for a while and just look up, you know, and be with it. But it was a fabulous finale, orchestrated by nature, earth and sky.
Thank